out there in the payment system. We have wire transfers, we have ACH, we have SWIFT, we have cash, obviously, we have MasterCard Direct. We have all these different methodologies, and my question is, can we have a approved regulatory payment rail that's blockchain-based?
We will see digital payments, my hope, and we are working hard on that. Oli Rehn is a strong supporter of these initiatives, and all governing council are determined in that direction.
We bring everybody along with us as we make this technology jump.
The U.S. Federal Reserve is planning to release a real-time payment and settlement service in order to boost the payments infrastructure. One thing we do know is that Ripple has been working with the Federal Reserve for years on this issue. The Federal Reserve released its Faster Payments Task Force's action plan for bringing faster payments to the United States, highlighting Ripple's ability to underpin the next generation of cross-border payments. Set up in 2015 after the Fed recognized the need to spur improvements in payments, the task force brought together a diverse group of 320 stakeholders, including banks, regulators, end users and technology companies, to create a roadmap for modernizing the U.S. payments infrastructure. Ripple played a leading role in establishing this future vision for payments. Early in the process, he was elected to serve on the steering committee to represent tech companies and provide expertise on emerging technology and blockchain. One of the task force's first achievements was to establish a set of effective criteria for faster payments. This served as a long-term target for new solutions, defining the capabilities needed to meet the market demands of 2020 and beyond. This framework includes 36 criteria, grouped into 6 categories: speed, efficiency, safety and security, legal, governance, and ubiquity, with over 100 detailed benchmarks for each. True to being a future vision, no existing solution meets all of the criteria. Everyone deserves the same ability to make and receive payments immediately and securely, and every bank deserves the same opportunity to offer that service to its community. FED Now will permit banks of every size in every community across the country to provide real-time payments to their customers.
Brian, what is FED Now? Well, Brian, have you ever had to try to send money from one bank to another and had to wait 3 to 5 days? The same thing happens even if you try to drop money from your PayPal account into your deposit account. It'll take 3 to 5 days sometimes, and people don't like that friction. I talk to gas station owners and people who have used PayPal. They say they don't understand why this exists. Well, the reason why it exists is because right now there's a little bit of an arcane structure that involves what they call an automated clearinghouse. The abbreviation is the ACH, and that payment requires the clearing that the Federal Reserve does right now to make sure that payments are verified from the receiving and also on the sending end, which is why it requires 3 to 5 days. Sometimes also because on weekends and on bank holidays, the process is closed completely. So the Fed is saying we need to try to narrow that gap, which is why they're trying to address the creation of their own system through what's called FED Now. There are private players in this space right now, but the Fed says that they need to provide a utility that they can provide cheaply and universally to other types of businesses and individuals as well. Again, they do want to release it in 2023, 2024, which would be later than Facebook.
I'm pretty good on the money side. So why is the dollar dying? Well, because the dollar is fake. It doesn't exist. It's only a figment of your imagination. So you think it's a dollar bill or whatever it is? It's not. That's why there's no financial education in school. You know, what does school teach about money except to work for it and to save it and pay taxes? And that's the key.
As you well know, a recession is a technical term. It means 2 straight quarters of negative growth. We've already had 1 quarter. Put it bluntly, do you think we are already in recession? Do you think it is inevitable that we will be in recession?
You know, we may well be in a recession, but
well, the Federal Reserve doesn't exactly print money, but as one writer put it, you do have the ability to conjure money out of thin air. My question to you is simple. Is there any limit to the amount of money the Fed is willing to put into this economy to keep it afloat? Is it a blank check?
Savannah, we, in certain circumstances like the present, we do have the ability to essentially use our emergency lending authorities And the only limit on that will be how much backstop we get from the Treasury Department. We're required to get full security for our loans so that we don't lose money. And so the Treasury puts up money as we estimate what the losses might be. But essentially, the answer to your question, though, is no. We can continue to make loans, and really the point of all that is to support the flow of credit in the economy to households and businesses.
You see, money doesn't exist because all it really is, and I won't show you my number, but this here is a credit card. And I was warned not to put my credit card on screen because somebody will zoom in on it. So anyway, there's no money in here. This is credit. And credit means nothing. It just says you have the opportunity to create debt. So there's credit and there's debt, and the next magical word is tax.